Now, what do we call a fish that drives a tank?
Tank fish.
You might call it tank fish, but when I say we, I mean we. What do we here at QI Central call a fish that drives a tank?
Sir.
Let's have... That was a shock. We read you like a book. We're going to show you a fish driving a tank.
What?
Right. Yes. So if my splendid porters can come on with a little tank tray.
The porters, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay! There we are. So, we've got a tank and we've got a fish who's going to drive the tank.
Oh.
And there's our fish. He doesn't live here, I want you to know. This is just his transport system. And...
this is like the poshest fairground ever.
Yeah. I'll turn on his little motor here.
This is a fish tank tank.
And as soon as he moves, he
Give
will...
him some food or poke him with a biro.
Every different direction he goes, he moves the tank. And... Whoa, there you go. Let's move you into the middle here. There you are, because you were getting all excited. There you are. A few ants' eggs for him, or whatever it is we feed him with. And,
butterfly penis.
But you obviously want to know... I said, what do we call him? His name is Alan. He's Alan the QI goldfish. And just to put your minds at rest, this is not his tank. He has a beautiful...
It's my tank.
He has a beautiful place where he hangs out, which is full of wonderful toys and...
It's near Watford, and he drives there himself every day.
And you might like to meet our splendid elf, Alex Bell, who built this particular contraption for Alan. Will you come on, Alex?
Here we have the classic elf. Educated to within an inch of his life.
How long did it take you to build this?
A couple of days. It's made of Lego completely, so...
It's entirely Lego?
Yeah, it's all Lego.
Can we race it against caterpillars?
Why did you make it?
Someone... there's a Dutch company called Studio Dip, and they made a bigger version of this for a fish to live in, and we thought we'd have a go at making our own.
Did you build it over 2 days to attract girls? Are you impressed?
It's working for me.
Are you
It's working for me.
I think the question that everyone wants to ask is that if you were to make a full-size version out of the Pope-mobile and the Pontiff was to swim very hard, would that work? Could we do that?
Probably.
Just to put at rest those who are wondering what the principle behind it is, it's when he swims forward, what happens exactly?
Yeah, there are 4 sensors, one in each corner, so whichever corner he goes to, it goes in that direction.
Ah, right. It's that simple. So it's nothing to do with the pressure of the water. Right?
No.
Would it be possible to build a giant one, put a dolphin in it that could swim up, do a somersault, and then the whole vehicle could loop the loop?
Theoretically, yes.
Let's do it.
If you take a sweater on a journey back through time, eventually it becomes a ball of wool. And is there a machine that can take a pullover and unravel it back into its constituent woolen parts? Or a scarf, for example.
Why would you make such a thing?
Why, indeed? We have the only person we know on the planet who has done it. Imogen Hedges, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely to see you. Now, to explain ourselves, you're a student at...
Kingston. I just graduated.
And one of your projects was an unknitting machine. And is this something you built yourself?
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. What a mind. Most people think, oh, I'll try and make something, but to unmake something, to go back in time. So could you take, say, Alan's scarf and return it to a ball of wool?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh,
Yep.
charming.
Really?
Once you've unknitted it, can you knit it again?
Yeah.
Okay. She could do anything. Can we see your machine? There it is, and I believe that's your brother there.
That's my brother.
Tristan, give
My
us a
helpful
wave.
assistant.
Hello, Tristan. And he's going to be operating, it's pedal powered.
Yes, it's pedal.
Do they not have electricity in Kingston? Is the recession bitten that hard?
It's like a wind-up radio. It's for use around the world. Let's see how Imogen is getting on, shall we? That would be rather fun. Imogen, have you started your machine? Oh, there it is. Oh. And there's Tristan pedalling away.
Yes, indeed.
He's looking so shy now, I feel terrible. That is absolutely amazing. You can see it. It's absolutely unravelling before our eyes. Brilliant.
I think they would have got it done ages ago if Tristan wasn't quite so relaxed.
You deliberately spilled boiling water on his trousers so you could knock them down. You wicked, wicked woman.
As soon as they go off screen, Imogen is going to beat him.
Is Tristan wearing corduroys so the heat's generated by the whiff of the is powering the kettle?
We've embarrassed the brother and sister team almost to death.
Imogen, sorry. If he gets snagged up in that, he might get unravelled himself.
It's an all-human being unravelled. There's just one last thing to check. What's happened to Alan's grand scarf? Imogen, what do you have for us? There it is! Literally! Brilliant invention. I hope they gave you first class with honours and...
They didn't.
For the New Year show, I want to see what the one who got a first made. Meanwhile, thank you, Imogen and Tristan Hedges.
Yes, the one who got a first probably made a scarf.
Nobody will be surprised to hear that cows emit a lot of methane. So what would you use to ensure your cow meets emissions standards?
Is this about cows farting?
Well, it doesn't come out just one end, does it?
Farts don't come out of just one end.
The methane.
Are they burping as well?
They do.
I know how they feel. It's difficult if you're a gassy lady.
Well, are you a gassy person?
I'm so gassy.
Are you?
Yeah, it's
Are
insane.
you responsible for global warming? Is
I
it
must
you?
put an area of North London, yes. That's me, so...
Come on, now, what are we going to do?
Cows.
We need... So, a badly tuned car belches out all sorts of pollutants. What do we do?
Is it something to do with what you're feeding them?
No, it's an actual device.
A catalytic converter?
It is a catalytic converter for cows. These particular catalytic converters go in the nose of the cow, so they go like that.
That's the scientific drawing right there.
I know.
Very technical.
Is that a gin and tonic going into his nose?
It doesn't have to be cows. It can be sheep or goats or whatever. And the apparatus is retained in the nostril by one or more springs or other mechanical devices and configured to ignite in the presence of methane gas.
That'd be incredible, because then it would be like a sort of a cow dragon.
Yeah.
And then late at night, if you were lost in the hills, warm milk.
Ah, here's the thing. You don't need to get lost because it can also be fitted with a GPS tracker.
Is it actually succeeding, this, in stopping the methane emissions from cows?
Not yet. It's a brand new notion as to how to do it. Something that is succeeding is fistulating cows.
They've got holes in.
Yeah, they've got holes
I've seen this. When you look in, all it is grass, like a big hopper full of grass.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is. And they've seen a documentary with a doctor or a vet, I suppose, putting his arm in and rummaging around and showing you the grass. It's really weird. And the cows just standing looking at it.
They don't seem to be the slightest bit bothered by it. It is a sort of rubber cannula. It unscrews a bit like a petrol cap. And you're quite right, you can put your hand right inside the cow. Why might you want to do that?
Because he's got a very busy day and you want to have a business meeting with James Herriot. He got his hand up the cow's bum and he goes...
shake his hand
and he
for
just put it in, shake the hand.
You signed that deal with James Herriot.
That's it.
That's it.
So it just vents. It vents the cow.
No, you actually want to get to the stomach contents. And why might you want to do that?
There's something in there that...
Yes, so basically, you may have a sick cow, and the cow that is fistulated is perfectly healthy. You want to get some of the bacteria from the stomach of the healthy cow and give it directly to the other cow.
It is a cunning plan.
It is a cunning plan. You also can check exactly what the nutrients that the cow is eating, how they're breaking down in the stomach.
It doesn't look...
Yeah,
Doesn't bother them in the slightest.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Honestly, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
It would bother me, I think, if I had one of those here.
Which is a shame, because we were going to do
Yeah, but come
experiments.
That would be a hell of a party piece, though, wouldn't it?
What? If you had it in your head?
No, just, you know, Badil's here. Come on, let's see what he's had for dinner.
Thank you for watching. Do remember to subscribe to the QI channel and click here to watch more videos. Well, please, come on, pick something.